Hello friends, we've got here chapter 3 of Cindered Shadows LTC, and I am, similar to the past chapter, I am going to be rewinding
I will prevail.
a successful run, basically, using Divine Pulse. So, the objective on this map is different than, anything you would see in the main game of Fire Emblem Three Houses. So we're going to have to acquire a spellbound key, I believe it's called, from the golem that's kind of right below the cliff, and then we're going to have to take it to one of those seals at the bottom of the map.
Ready and willing.
And there's 3 seals at the bottom, but the correct one is the one on the bottom right. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. Or that's what we are going to try to do. So turn 1, there's a bit of RNG. And this map's actually trickier than it seems. Or than it might seem at first glance, because that golem that I'm attacking right there, it's pretty damn strong. It's got like 30 protection, 20 resilience, does a lot of damage, and its shield is pretty strong. It's got 3 lives, so it's pretty tricky. Oh, and the biggest thing about it is that it's below that cliff, so
Sure thing.
I can't really attack it with a lot of my team. Pretty much, I need 3 range or higher, or they need to be flyers, so it's actually pretty annoying to attack them. But anyways, I did a little bit of trickery with the feathers of Dromi. It's a pretty sweet item, but Yuri is no longer carrying it. I'm going to be... So Linhardt started off with it, so that he could get in the right position to use Retribution, but then he gave it to Claude, and then Balthus went and traded the little trade train from from Claude all the way to Constance. So she's going to be the one who is going to deliver the key to the seal in the end. So all of the moves that I did basically culminated into the golem attacking Claude from right there, which is good, because otherwise the cav right below would be able to attack Claude and kill him. Obviously, I do not want that to happen.
Good try.
And I got a crit earlier with Happy. I didn't necessarily need it on turn 1, but I do need a crit from either her or Claude at some point. So it was nice that I just got it out of the way. And then Constance was attacked by all 3 of those enemies there. It's very important that I dodge all 3. That's like pretty much the biggest point of RNG in turn 1. Basically, I can't afford to have her lose HP, because either she dodges everything, or she gets hit by one thing and Claude dodges the golem, but that's not likely to happen. Basically, I only have 1 physic this turn, and I need both of them to be healed. Or healthy, I should say. So now it's on the 3rd life. It has 90 HP, which is like absolutely whopping. That's why it's kind of annoying. So here I'm trying to gamble a crit here. I don't get it, but luckily I get the miss, which is actually just as fine. If I got the crit, then it would have died right there, which would have been helpful, but yeah, it doesn't matter. Edelgard is going to be the bait, and she also gets the attack, which is important, since she received the distant counter effect turn 1. So Linhardt's going to heal Claude. Important for him to be healthy.
Thanks for that.
The reason being, if he's not healthy enough, the golem can kill him and it will attack him. But since he is healthy, the golem will instead attack Edelgard because she has less resilience. So here I'm just going to gambit here.
I'll suffice.
And
Slow.
I could have cantoed down the stairs, but I decided not to. Doesn't really matter. And Balthus is going to clean up this guy who is blocking the way of Constance. So that's why I foul played Balthus closer, so that I could have Dimitri kill that archer and then Balthus kill that dude who's in the way. And earlier I leveled up magic on Constance, which is very helpful for, I mean, I needed to kill that guy right there. And if Constance did not level up magic, I definitely would have, so I wouldn't attack that cav, I would just do nothing. And I would let Dimitri canto down the stairs. Because those calves like to target Dimitri because he has, or because he's using a sword and they have Swordbreaker. But yeah, that will not be the case at the moment. Because Constance again leveled her magic, so she could just kill that other cav. So here Ash is going to break and Happy will get the kill. And she gets a crit for good measure, but doesn't matter. And you'll notice here that her inventory is just chock full, and when I get the kill and get the key, I actually just send it to the convoy. So this strat, I heard of it being called convoy warping. So shoutouts to the Efficiency Discord and a very silly man for lending me this strat, this silly strat. So what happened was I sent the key to the convoy, and if you notice, Byleth is all the way up there, and Byleth has access to the convoy, of course. So what Byleth is going to do is hand off the spellbound key from the convoy and pass it off to Constance. So I could have all of my golem killers up here, but still have the key moved all the way to Constance, way ahead there. So that is kind of the key to doing this map quickly.
Sorry.
Yes, it was an intended pun.
Ready and willing.
It's kind of a weak pun, but intended nonetheless. So it's important that Claude has been doing the movements he has, because you'll see next turn that he has exact movement to attack an archer that gets in the way. And it's important that he is standing where he is instead of kind of on the right side, like hugging the right edge of the map like Constance did. That's because so I want him to first of all be in range of this golem that's next to Claude. I want it to attack Claude, because if I was kind of like out of the way, like if I wasn't in range of him, this golem like moves all the way to the right and blocks Claude's path, so I don't want that to happen. And then there's it's very important that Constance had DC, like had the retribution effect for that archer that attacks her right there, because otherwise that archer also gets in the way. So, and up on the cliff with the main crew, There's just a bit of EXP to be collected, and there's also an assassin that is down on the cliff that has a bullion. I would like that bullion. Not necessary, not like critically important, but would be nice to have. Kind of annoying that he went down the cliff instead of towards, you know, my team up here. Makes him much harder to access. But here I try for the crit with death. Don't get it. Unfortunate. So here I'm just kind of checking my hit rates. Pretty dicey. So first I just clear that dude with Edelgard. Edelgard's kind of lagging behind in experience because she doesn't actually get to see much combat due to her poor movement. So I gave her that kill.
Up to you.
And I foul play Hilda closer because she will be in range to attack. 61%. Give it a try. I missed, sadly. So last chance here with Ash. 52%. Not looking good. Missed that one as well. So sad to say, I do miss that bullion, but shouldn't be a big deal. Just it would give me more flexibility down the line. So here, also doing a little bit of EXP collection, but also Claude kills this archer. I'm just praying that he doesn't miss. He doesn't. And then yeah, Violet does a gambit on this dude right there. And then we're gonna have Balthus use his magic combat art, since it would ignore the terrain, but he misses anyway. So,
Worry not.
kind of whatever. And Constance has exact movement to pull the lever.
Close call, but
So there it is, 4 turns of chapter 3.